Princess, and good evening from Busch Gardens Tampa. I'm here for their version of Howl-O-Scream, which starts in a couple of hours. I, however, do need to find something to eat, and I'm torn between going over to Zagora Cafe or seeing if the Beer Fest booths are still open and what they have. I have a $10 pass member reward, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to have to make the decision soon because, well, it's either right or left right here. I decided on food booths, and from Alcatraz Brewing, this is the pepper smoked chopped brisket poutine. It is beer battered fries with blue cheese, chipotle barbecue, and crispy jalapeno. I didn't even see that when I looked at the description. And here we have a Woodford Reserve soaked. That was weird. A Woodford Reserve soaked, yes, pineapple skewer, fresh pineapple, ooh, I can't read it, chamoy, and tahini. And the poutine was fantastic. Yes, the brisket poutine, I so appreciate that they did not use regular quick service fries. They were actually like, wedge cut seasoned, no, not wedge cut, the square cut, whatever, seasoned fries. Definitely upscaled the dish. The toppings, I guess, were great. The fried jalapenos were still crispy. So overall, yes, it was a wonderful, wonderful dish. So I would definitely get that again. If I make it back, I don't know. It's kind of late, and I don't know how long this is going to go on. The pineapple skewer was definitely soaked in Woodford. That came through very loud and clear. And it was very spicy with the sauce and the tahini. So a great, nice, spicy dessert, and cost me just over $2 with my my benefit card. So, wow, that makes it sound like I'm on welfare. Okay, well, you know what? I paid for it, so yes, I am on Busch Gardens welfare. All right, there we go, through October 31st. So the likelihood of me getting back here is very, very low, which is why I did not get a lanyard, and I'm okay with that this time. Next time, maybe I will have to make it back here. It is the Kraft Heinz sponsored booth, but loco goat mac and cheese and high altitude smoked elk jalapeno sausage chili. Maybe it'll be open later. You know what? I don't even need Busch Gardens welfare to try these. About an hour and a half until event time. I think check-in has started somewhere. I have seen people with wristbands, so if I see one of the queues, I will go ahead and do that. Until then, I'm just going to walk around the park and do whatever. My goals for the evening, you know what? I really want to see the shows after the shows at SeaWorld, which were so good. So I'm going to prioritize shows over the houses, but if I get through one or two of the houses, that's fine too. Other than that, I don't really have anything specific to talk about. So, and not just because it's Sunday, maybe some quick hits, things you will hear about later on, things that want to make sure you understand the actual truth about because they will be lied about, or just my random opinions and predictions. And one of the topics that's coming up a lot lately is, will the president run again in 2024? And by the president, I mean Donald Trump, of course. And you know what? I'm 49% on board with that because I really like the Speaker of the House, Donald Trump plan. I don't know. It just sounds absolutely amazing with President DeSantis, Speaker Trump, Majority Leader Hall, or Cruz. I'm a little bit flexible on certain things. I think that would be absolutely incredible and a plan that I would definitely support. So let's see how it goes. I guess that counts as a prediction. I am banded up and ready to go. They do have roaming around giving out bands. There's no retaining area because the entire park is open for the event. 5 houses, like 7 scare zones, and a bunch of rides. A lot of good rides are open. So this is worthwhile. I think this has changed up a bit at SeaWorld. The bad boy mowers are up on the top of a hill. Here at Busch Gardens, they are front and center right on the midway. Walk on for Cobra's Curse, and it looks like the zombie something or other, I'll tell you in a second, house is already open before 7. So let's get through that so we can get over to the show. Yeah. Correction already, just the queue is open. Doors do not open until 7. Makes sense. Well, Cheetah Hunt was a walk-on. There she goes. What I'm going to do now is head over and queue up for the residence. It's a house over in Panatonia? Whatever. Because that's where the first show is. hopefully do the house, see the show, and then I can make my way over to the other show. There's 3 shows. Gotta try and see. We've officially begun. This is a scare zone. I guess it's called The Shortcut, and that's exactly what it is for me. Headed over to Pantopia. That's what the area is called. To get in line for my first house. And here we have, well, it's not Orange County. Forget, where are we right now? Hillsboro. That's where we are. Right on cue. All the smoke machines start. We have a parade of characters heading over. I guess it's the shortcut to the afterlife. We have the Reaper himself, hey! And into the residence. I think there's going to be no wait, there's no line. At least from what I can see, the queue or the blob in front of me is heading in now, so now I'm gonna have to wait for the show. I know, things just never work out, do they? All right, the residence was really good. It was not very crowded, so good scares because there was nobody around me, and very important, no dangly bits, so yeah, didn't have to worry about that. All right, so that's one house down, and that means it's almost showtime, so let's head over and see the Bone Crusher. We'll show you in a second. The show is Rolling Bones, which starts in about 15 minutes, but the theater is empty, which I guess is good because that means the park's empty, but I don't know. Either way, I'm here, I'm gonna see it now. Best schedule. Otherwise, I have to go to a house. Then I would skip this. But then the next other show is at 9. Then this would be at 9:30. This is best. Now I get it. The Rolling Bones is a performance band that did a set of, I guess, Halloween favorites. All right, I'm headed around, well, that way, water, to the next house and next show. Crash Test Zombies, bumper cars with zombies. Okay, not tonight, but cool. Now we're entering the Chick-Fil-A scare zone. Something you might hear about from this time is a little kerfuffle with the Border Patrol involving whips. Okay, so no, the Border Patrol does not carry whips. They do not whip people or anything like that. That's just how you ride a horse. The thing is, I think this, more than a lot of other things that have gone or happened recently, speaks to the sheer stupidity of the Democrat base and the fact that they're gullible enough to believe this. I mean, it is literally ridiculous. Even the photographer who took these shocking pictures won't follow this ridiculous narrative. Now, what I'm really looking forward to is dragging Joe Biden when there are no consequences for the heroic Border Patrol agents when the investigation finds out that they did nothing wrong because they didn't. Yes, that will be a very, very delicious day. So, yeah, oh my God, don't even think about believing this. This was the other show I was expecting to see. No, one of the other 2 shows I was expecting to see, but apparently there are no more showtimes. Okay, well, maybe I will have to make an effort to come back. So I guess it's time to head into the Forgotten. That was the Forgotten, just like American citizens under the Joe Biden occupation. Either way, great house. Only waited about 5 minutes, so the crowds are pretty low. I think I can get at least one more in before the next show, which is at 9:30. So I'm going to continue on the loop, and I think the house is before the show. So that's going to work out. All right, time to keep moving. I'm getting hungry, but you know what? I'm going to wait. Time for Witch of the Woods. There is a queue, it looks like, but not too bad. Making great time. Witch of the Woods, that's the exit. Terrific house, love it. Very outdoorsy, great jump scares, and okay, that's 3 out of 5. So I think I'll actually be able to see all the houses and the shows. So that's awesome. Oh, did find out the Acrobat show is performed during the day and only one time during the event. So I will have to try to come back during the day to see that. Oh well. All right, I am thirsty, might get a nice beverage, then probably have time for one more house at this rate, then the big show. Another correction, I do not have time. Showtime is in 20 minutes, so I'm going to head over to the field. I think there's a bar there, get something, and just, I don't know, rest for the 20 minutes. And Iron Gwazi, looking all decked out in her Halloween best. March of next year, so I have to come back to Busch Gardens twice, by the end of the year. No problem, to get my pass holder invitation. Been waiting far too long for this, but kind of understandable. So the preview for Icebreaker is the month before, and then Iron Gwazi. So SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, hopefully 2 home runs. Well, 1 home run, and Icebreaker, like I said, 1 and done. You know why. This is a witch's brew. It's Tito's blue curacao, grenadine, and cranberry juice. I'm outside. There's no light, so this is as good as it's going to look. And this is the set for Fiends, the big show. This is the big show. Just got done with Fiends, a delightfully tacky and quite funny show. Definitely not for the little ones, but most enjoyable. However, Busch Gardens, one note, this is the era of fuck Joe Biden. So, of course, the Tucker Carlson joke, fell flat. For a reason. Either they just started illuminating this, or I've never been here late enough to actually see it. It looks much better in person. Next house is Death Water Bayou Blood Moon. It's kind of a clumsy name, but all right. Well, let's head on through. At some point, there must be crowds because they do have the queue space tonight. Not even close. The Bayou Blood Moon or whatever. All right. So it was short, but shortest so far, I think. But set design, costumes, scares, it was the best, or it is the best so far. Got 1 more to go. We're doing great. We would never finish this many at Universal. So, all right, well, let's go do that and then maybe ride a couple rides. Wow, all this time. So the final quick take for tonight is about the seemingly perpetual debate about the debt ceiling. All right, I'm just going to say this. Don't raise it. That's it. Don't raise it ever again. The politicians got us into this mess, and they just have to live with it, and the greedy politicians are going to have to learn to live within their means. It's that simple. And you know what? They're going to start caring, because they always do, carrying on about the full faith and credit of the United States government. Well, sorry, that ship sailed a long time ago. We do not have any faith in the U.S. government, and they can't take credit for anything. So, that's a non-starter. So, you know what? That's it. Do not raise it ever again, and let them learn to actually do a budget just like everybody else. They're not that special. We made it to the final house of the evening, Cell Block Zombies, and I don't see a wait at all. Shorter than when they were queuing up before the event opened, so let's go. Then rides. All right, I like that one. Very minimalist design, very spooky, and there's like I know it's fake blood everywhere, so that was difficult for me. All right, time for some rides and maybe a snack. And that's my first visit to Howl-O-Scream here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, a fantastic event. The night turned out absolutely perfect. It is nice and cool, very enjoyable. I got to see all of the houses, saw the 2 big shows. We'll have to come back for another one, and rode my favorite ride. So all in all, a great evening. And while I did miss one show that looked awesome, and I really want to come back because I missed those 2 food items, you know what? I am still thankful for my problems.